My fellow Singaporeans, what were your most memorable moments of 2015? For me, 4 moments in particular stood out. The first was on the 29th of March, when we sent off our founding Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. Singaporeans lined the streets to bid him a final farewell. The rain was pouring. As the gun carriage left Parliament House, people shouted his name. I was deeply moved to see everyone's faces, drenched, grieving, but not downcast. We were one people, grateful for what our pioneers had achieved, resolved to take Singapore further forward. The second moment was the weekend of the 4th of July. Over 3 days, I attended 5 events: an SG50 Catholic Mass, the Jubilee Day of Prayer organized by Protestant churches, a Harmony in Diversity concert organized by the Taoist Federation and New Creation Church, and 2 iftars, one in Al-Ansar Mosque and another organized by Jalan Kayu grassroots organizations as part of a racial harmony night. Together, the events reflected the diversity of our society, our racial and religious harmony, and the Singapore identity which we have built over the past 50 years. My third moment was on the 9th of August, when we celebrated our Golden Jubilee at the Padang. It was not just the scale of the mobile column and fly past, but the Singapore story, told through the lives of ordinary Singaporeans, past and present. That's why, when our pioneer soldiers marched past, we gave them our loudest cheer. School children in LED costumes put up an energetic and spectacular performance to end the show on a high note. They reminded me why we are building Singapore and gave me confidence that they can chase their own rainbows and take Singapore higher and further. The fourth moment was on the 11th of September, polling day of the general elections. Which direction would Singapore go? Which team would we choose to lead us forward? As the results came in, I felt gratified and happy that voters had delivered a big win for Singapore. We were united in our desire to secure our shared future, to achieve the best for Singapore. As I joined our supporters at Toa Payoh Stadium that night, I took a photo of a supporter who had brought her baby along to share this historic moment. It encapsulated what the election was about: our people and our future. Why did I find these 4 moments memorable? Because they showed the world and ourselves what a determined and united people can do. Why Singapore is a shining red dot. Despite the threats of ISIS and jihadist terrorism, when other societies are troubled by intolerance and racial tensions, here in Singapore, we rejoice in our multiracial harmony. Where other countries are mired in political gridlock and pessimistic for the next generation, we in Singapore are united, hopeful, and confident about our future. But most of all, these were moments when we came together and took responsibility for one another. We wept, we sang, we celebrated, we bonded together and emerged stronger as one united people. As SG50 ends, the next chapter of the Singapore story begins. We live in a very different world from our pioneers 50 years ago. Yes, we have many more opportunities in the globalized world, but we also face fiercer competition. Yes, we have more resources, but we also have higher aspirations. Our economy is slowing down and undergoing transition. We cannot expect an easy journey ahead. But the journey can be every bit as exciting as the first 50 years, because we know that come what may, challenges, disappointments, and sorrows, we'll be here for one another. We will celebrate our successes together, because we know we can only succeed together. The Future of Us exhibition gives us a glimpse of the future we can have. through the SG Future conversations, we will all play a part in writing the Singapore story. Our future is for us to make together. And I look forward to traveling the road ahead with you together. Happy New Year.